Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading for the week commencing the 25th of September 2017. I'm doing a 3-card reading, Major Arcana, and I'm reading towards me. So let's see what we have for you Scorpio. One more shuffle, one more cut. Okay, here we go. Card 1, the Chariot, upright. Card 2, Strength, reversed. Card 3, the Magician, upright. Well, I'll tell you what, Scorpio, it could be worse. It could be worse. I've just got the phrase putting it off. Putting it off. The only thing that's going to stop you next week, Scorpio, is your own sense of your own, I wouldn't say necessarily lack of strength, because it's interesting when things are in the reverse. It's either a lack of something or the outright opposite quality. And those two things are not always the same. It looks to me like there's something that you are engaged upon. There's no kind of fool energy here. There's no kind of the only aspect of that I would think perhaps might be in this Chariot, because I mean the guy atop the Chariot is having a good look around. You know, he's soaking up the praise of the people he's just conquered. And why would they not praise him? He's not looking where he's going. So I always feel there's a sort of slight careening thing with the Chariot. I was at a festival once a long time ago in the west of England, and a child got crushed under the wheels of a cart. You know, when those things get going and those horses get going, there's anyway. I mean, it's going to be okay in the end, but you know, because we have the Magician here, so this is manifestation. But I don't know. I've got the feeling like there's something you're engaged upon, Scorpio, that you're keeping quiet about, and all the Scorpios I know are quite expressive people and sort of charismatic people who also sometimes, it turns out, have got stuff going on in their lives and in their consciousness that, however sort of voluble and expressive you guys are, you have this capacity. You've got these like secret pools inside you. I've got a feeling there's something like this going on. You're swimming, or you're taking a dip in a secret pool. As I say, the only thing that can hold you back this week is your own sense of, it's either misapplied strength or its absence of strength. And view the sort of forging forward nature here and the manifestational fucking on it, not missing a trick thing going on here. I would wager that this is about misapplied strength. And there's always the danger with misapplied strength, or strength applied for not necessarily, I don't know, not in the right way, or not for the right reasons somehow. Or perhaps just kind of, I mean, there's a fine line between strength and brutality. I mean, you know, this lady, she's got her hands in the lion's mouth, you know, and she's overcome it. But what, I mean, does she have the strength to break its jaws? I don't know. I'm going to ask for some more about this, because that's puzzling. Because these two cards, you know, the Chariot and the Magician, they're very in their power, very much. excuse me, in their power. And then we've got this sitting in the middle, so I'm going to ask for some clarification on that. Uh-oh, right, okay. This is misapplied strength. This is misapplied strength. I'm sorry to say this, Scorpio, but this for me, this is a card of narcissism. The Empress reversed. Because this is all the opposite qualities from, like, sorry, mate, like the good mother. And I guess that would be why this is the Magician and not something like the sun or the world or the star or even judgment or justice. Even judgment in the reverse. You're up to something. I'm going to pull another card to try and work out what it is. Oh, well, God, that's a bit counterintuitive. The sun. What? Well, this is to do with a relationship. And I would say this is to do with a love relationship, an intimate relationship. I don't see anything about family going on here. This stuff usually ends in tears, Scorpio, but you know that. Let's have another card. Tower reversed. Oh dear, Scorpio. Sorry, it was a long silence there because I was just trying to take this in. I mean, the Tower reverse doesn't necessarily mean that everything's fine. Again, you see. I mean, here we have, yeah, you're pulling it off, but whoa, is this really kind of solid? Is it really lasting? And then we've got the Tower reverse, which is like the good result is the disaster averted. Yeah, you've been wily, and you are absolutely determined. And what are you up to, Scorpio? What are you up to? Like having a kind of jig, you like jigging around with things next week to try and get a good result for you, and you're worried you can't pull it off, but you're damn well determined that you're going to. And you sort of do whatever it is. This is in the area of relationships. I think you're going to end the week. It's going to be I don't know about a busy week, but certainly internally it's going to be a busy week. I think you're going to end the week with something that kind of looks like a good result, but viewed from a slightly different angle is just the not quite a terrible result, and something that you've achieved through, and it is in the area of love. It is in the area, in this sun area. I don't think you're going to be paying much attention to your work. I mean, this could be in family. This is definitely matters of the heart. But yeah, it's a bit rickety. I'll put it that way, Scorpio. It's a bit rickety. No matter how determined you are here with the Chariot energy, and as I say, to all intents and purposes, you're going to get the result that you want, but it's not going to leave you satisfied. One more card for you, Scorpio. Yeah, no, it's not going to leave you satisfied. So, listen, I said it was a free card spread. Look at it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever you're going to do, you know, you're going to do what you're going to do, and you come and look at readings like this to sort of see what might be coming up for you. Over to you, Scorpio. I don't know what else to say. Listen, this is Sugar Free Tarot. I'm not going to try and make out that everybody is an angel, but this is not I've got to come out and say this is not a good road that you're on here, because I think you're misusing your own good qualities, and you're trying to pull something off, and you, as I say, you kind of are going to pull it off, but it's not going to leave you satisfied, because you're going to know deep down that you only pulled it off because you did a bit of tweaking and a little bit of shaving and a little bit of nudging and kind of a little bit of weaving and cobbling together of things. And even if the end result is what you want, that's never as good, is it, as things having kind of turned out that way, where you didn't have to tweak and embroider and shave and push and all the rest of it. One more card, please. Oh, rightio. Well, listen, you're stuck with this energy through next week, whatever it is, because whatever it is clearly of importance to you. And if you're prepared to deal with this energy, if you're prepared to deal with that energy, then like, over to you. I mean, the kind of, I want to say manipulation, but because the wizard here, the magician here, is the right way up, that's not like out and out fucking manipulation, but well, listen, I wish you a really, really good week. I don't see any great disasters here, but I think it's going to look on paper like you're further along with whatever this is by the end of the week, but actually you're not. So we'll have to see for the week after what comes from that, because we all have the capacity to kind of do things round the back. Scorpio, we've all got the capacity to that, and for that, and sometimes it's very, very tempting, very, very tempting. But just think, it's like cheating yourself at solitaire on the computer. Like, what's the fucking point? Radio Scorpio. Do tune in again for another reading in due course. Please like, please share, please subscribe. If you'd like to be told off a little bit more in a private reading, please don't hesitate to contact me at the email address in the description box below. Cheers, Scorpio. Bye bye.